Today, Algeria is a nation, but for most of history, it was not. It was a land of empires, Roman, Arab, Turkish, French, and yes, even Moroccan. For 3,000 years this territory was ruled by others. Its name, its borders, its identity were shaped by outsiders, until 1962. The ancient Berbers, before 1000 BCE, 146 BCE, long before anyone called it Algeria, this vast land was the home of the Berbers, or Imazigan, the free people. These indigenous North Africans built early kingdoms like Numidia and Mauritania, trading with Phoenicians and fighting Carthaginians. But their independence wouldn't last forever. Rome comes to Africa, 146 BCE, 430 CE. In 146 BCE, Rome destroyed Carthage and conquered Numidia. The Berber kings were replaced with Roman governors. Cities like Timgad and Tipasa flourished under Roman architecture and law, but the Berber spirit of freedom never died. Even under Roman rule, revolts and uprisings were constant. Vandals and Byzantines, 430, 647 CE, Rome fell. Germanic Vandals swept through Spain and seized North Africa, establishing their short-lived kingdom. Then the Byzantines, the Eastern Roman Empire, took it back. But they only held the coastline. The Berber interior remained wild, free, and fiercely independent. That freedom was tested by a new force from the east. The Arab-Muslim conquests, 647, 8th century, Arab-Muslim armies arrived, spreading Islam across North Africa. They clashed with the Berbers, and legendary figures like Queen Kahina rose to defend the land. She fought valiantly, but fell in battle. By the early 700s, most of the region was under the Umayyad Caliphate. Arabic culture spread. Islam took root. But the Berbers were never fully conquered. They adapted, rose, and created dynasties of their own. Berber Islamic dynasties, 8th, 11th centuries. The Islamic empires fractured, and Algeria became a mosaic of small states. The Rustamids, 7th 909, ruled from Tiaret. The Fatimids, 909-972, were born in Algeria, then moved to Egypt. The Zirids and Hamidids built cities like Béjaïa and were powerful rulers in their own right. But the region was still a patchwork. No unified Algeria, no central rule. And soon it would be pulled west, into the orbit of Morocco. Under Moroccan empires, 11th, 15th centuries. In the 11th century, a Berber Islamic movement rose in the deserts of Mauritania, the Almoravids. Led by Yusuf ibn Tashfin, they built a vast empire stretching from Senegal to southern Spain. Western Algeria, including Tlemcen and Oran, became part of their empire, ruled from Marrakesh. Then came the Almohads, even more powerful. From 1147 to the 1200s, they created a superstate uniting Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, and Al-Andalus under one banner. Algeria was not a separate land. It was a province of a Moroccan-led caliphate. After them came the Marinids, Moroccan sultans who invaded western Algeria again and again. They laid siege to Tlemcen multiple times in the 14th century, trying to absorb it permanently. For centuries, Algeria's west was not just influenced by Morocco, it was ruled from it. Spain, pirates, and the rise of the Turks, 16th century. In the 1500s, Christian Spain attacked the Maghreb coast. They captured cities like Oran and Algiers, threatening to push Islam out of North Africa. But the Muslim Barbary corsairs, pirate warriors of the sea, resisted. They called upon the rising power of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Regency of Algiers, 1516-1830, the brothers Arouj and Hayreddin Barbarossa, legendary corsairs, took Algiers in the name of the Ottoman Sultan. Thus began over 300 years of Ottoman rule. The Regency of Algiers was semi-independent, ruled by Deys but answering to Istanbul. From the 16th to the 19th century, the Ottoman flag flew over Algeria, but identity, still vague. The land was not a nation. It was a military frontier, a pirate haven, a tool of empire. Then came the Europeans, again. French colonization, 1830–1962. In 1830, France invaded Algiers. They claimed it was because of a diplomatic insult. In reality, imperialism. The conquest was savage. Entire villages were burned. Land was stolen and given to European settlers. Arabic was banned, Islam marginalized, and Muslims made into second-class citizens. Algeria was declared part of France itself, not a colony, but an extension of the French homeland. Yet the native people had no rights. For 132 years, the land of Algeria belonged to France, but never truly. War of Independence, 1954–1962. On November 1, 1954, the FLN, National Liberation Front, began an armed uprising. The war that followed was one of the bloodiest in modern history. Over 1 million Algerians were killed. The French military used torture, executions, and mass arrests. But the Algerians never gave up. After 8 years of bloodshed, France gave in. On July 5, 1962, after more than 3,000 years of foreign rule, Algeria became a sovereign state, a nation finally born. Algeria, once Numidian, Roman, Vandal, Byzantine, Arab, Moroccan, Ottoman, and French, was finally free. But this nation is young, its people ancient, its soul forged through millennia of resistance. Algeria is not 3,000 years old, but the fight to make it Algerian is. Enjoyed this journey through history? If you found this video eye-opening, subscribe for more powerful stories from the forgotten corners of history, the dynasties, revolutions, and heroes that shaped our world. More videos are coming, from Morocco to Mali, from the Sahara to the Mediterranean. Subscribe now and join the story.